Hi everyone, my name is Bada Hassan. I'm a music video director and editor.
And today I'll be breaking down how I created these cinematic cloud effects using After Effects. The original footage comes from the music video Chaba, which I had the pleasure of directing and editing back in 2020 for Soleil and Havamir. It was such a rewarding project to work on. You can check out the full music video using the link in the description below. So let's start it by creating a new composition. As you see here, I already created a composition for the short video, and I have already integrated the drone footage into my composition. I'm gonna hide the drone footage composition, then go to layer and create a solid. And make this layer in white, select the cloud layer, and then go to mask and create a new mask. Open the mask properties by passing M on keyboard. And then change the value of mask feather to around 100 for the mask expansion. I will change it to around 400 to make the solid fair from the border. Next, go to Effect, and then search for turbulent displays, and then change the value of the amount to -150, and then the sizing to around 152 and 10 for the complexity. Let's animate this cloud. Hold Alt on the keyboard and click on the stopwatch of evolution. And then write the following expression. Times multiplied by 50. Here we go, our cloud now is animated. After that, search for fractal noise and apply on cloud solid layer. With the fractal noise selected, change the fractal type into cloudy, the contrast into 30 and the brightness into around 62. Go to transform and increase the value into around 600, and for the complexity IE, change it to 20. Once again, I IE hold all the keyboard and click on the stopwatch evolution, and then write the following expression, time multiplied by 50. Here we go, our cloud now is animated. Now let's track the cloud to our drone footage. As you see here in this part of the video, it's showed that's not perfectly tracked. If you have the same issue and you want me to show how to fix this effect, or if you're interested in seeing a full breakdown of how I edited this footage, drop a comment below and I'll create a tutorial for you. First, let's turn on the cloud layer view. On the right of the screen, select the tracker. With the drone footage already highlighted, press track camera and give it a moment. This will create tracking points across the footage where we can attach our clouds. As you can see, the tracker is working perfectly. Now we just need to pick a spot to anchor our cloud layer. For me, I'll choose this area here, hold shift and select a few tracking points, right click, then create a solid layer in camera. You'll see that the cloud layer is now attached to the drone footage, which means the tracking works smoothly. Next, we're going to turn our cloud layer into a 3D object. To do that, select the cloud solid layer and enable 3D mode. If you don't see the 3D option, just press F4. Now with both the cloud and solid layers selected, press P to open the position settings. Copy the position from the solid layer and paste it into the cloud layer. Once that's done, I'll go ahead and hide the solid layer so we can see how it looks. Now let's adjust the cloud by dragging it on the Y-axis to place it higher in the sky, or wherever fits your footage best. This is where you can get creative. Finally, we'll move on to creating additional clouds. Now I'll drag the second cloud layer over to the right side of the frame. To get a better view of its position in 3D space, I'll switch to two views. On the left, we have our perspective view. I'll select the second cloud and drag it along the Z-axis, bringing it closer to the 3D camera. This way. The first and second clouds will have different depths, adding more realism. Next, I'll tweak the transform settings, adjusting the size and scale of the second cloud to give it a unique appearance compared to the first. Finally, we'll create additional clouds, as many as you need, and repeat the process we used for the second cloud, making sure each one looks distinct. If you're not happy with the position of the clouds, you can always adjust the coordinates until you get the perfect look. When it comes to positioning the clouds, feel free to be creative. The layout is up to your imagination. Next, there's a sharp transition when we move through the clouds. To smooth this out, we'll add an opacity keyframe at the end of each cloud layer. Alright, let's fix a few issues with our clouds. Right now, some of the clouds are touching the edges of our frame, which is cutting them off. To fix this, all we need to do is scale down the turbulent space effect. This pulls the clouds away from the borders, and as you can see, now we've got a cleaner look. Now look at that, it really feels like we're flying through the clouds. To add even more realism, let's create some atmospheric smoke. Start by creating a new solid layer, name it smoke and make it white. Then search for the fractal noise effect and apply it to the smoke layer. Change the contrast to 90, go to the transform settings and set the scale to 600. Right now the smoke isn't animated, but we can fix that by using the same technique we used to animate the clouds. Hold down Alt and click on the evolution stopwatch, then type the expression time 150. Now our smoke is moving. Let's also animate the direction of the smoke. Again, hold Alt and click on the offset turbulence stopwatch. This time enter the following expression: value 0 time -100, value 1 time -50. Now check out the smoke, it's fully animated. The final step is to change the blending mode to screen and adjust the opacity to around 60%. And then copy the position of the track solid into the smoke layer to match it with the clouds. Turn the smoke layer into 3D. We're going to hide the track solid layer and scale up the smoke layer so it covers the entire frame. Grab the pen tool and create a mask around the clouds. Press MM on the keyboard to bring up the mask properties, then increase the mask feather to about 600. Take a look, our clouds are blending much better into the scene. To make this even more realistic, we can add some lighting. Go to the layer menu and create a new light layer. Set the light type to parallel, then click OK. Switch to a 2-view layout in your settings. In the left view window, you'll see the light source. Drag the light upwards until it illuminates the clouds in 3D space, giving the effect of real ambient lighting. And there we go, our clouds look more dynamic and realistic with this lighting effect. For the final step, we'll blend the clouds more seamlessly into the overall environment. Start by searching for the tint effect and apply it to one of the cloud layers. Use the eyedropper tool to pick the color from the sky so the clouds match the ambient tone. Next, adjust the color map until it looks more natural and realistic. Once you're happy with the result, copy and paste the same effect onto the other cloud layers to keep everything consistent. And there you have it, our final result after color grading. Thanks for watching, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments.